The Clockmaker's Promise. In the quiet town of Belwick, where cobblestone streets curled like ribbons between flower-laced cottages, lived an old clockmaker named Elias. His shop, Timeless Hands, sat at the edge of the town square, nestled between a bakery and a bookstore. Though the town was small, Elias was known far and wide for his extraordinary ability to fix any clock, no matter how broken, how ancient, or how mysterious. Elias had white wisps of hair that curled behind his ears, thick round glasses, and hands that trembled slightly when he wasn't working. But the moment he held a broken timepiece, his fingers steadied, and his eyes gleamed with purpose. To Elias, every clock was a story waiting to be told again. He lived alone in the flat above his shop, his only companion a tiny cuckoo bird named Pip, who popped out of the wall each hour with a gentle chirp. Children loved to visit the shop to watch Pip sing, and Elias always greeted them with a soft smile and a sweet. But as time moved forward, the clocks in Belwick stopped breaking. Newer homes had digital screens, and younger families had no need for ticking grandfather clocks or chimes that rang in the silence of dawn. Elias spent most days wiping the shelves, polishing wood, or sipping tea in silence. The town grew, the people changed, and Elias, like his clocks, seemed stuck in a time no one needed anymore. Then one rainy afternoon, just as Elias was about to close the shop, a girl no older than 10 appeared at the door. She wore a red raincoat, her shoes soaked through, and in her hands was a peculiar wooden box. "Are you the clockmaker?" she asked, her voice barely louder than the rain outside. "I am," Elias said gently. "Come in, child, you're drenched." She stepped inside, holding out the box. "My name's Lila. This was my grandfather's. He passed away last week, and I found this in his attic. It doesn't work. Can you fix it?" Elias took the box carefully. It was a music clock, a rare kind, hand-carved, delicate, and silent. He studied it for a moment, then nodded. "It may take time. These pieces are old, and they don't always want to wake up again." Lila gave a hopeful smile. "I don't mind. Grandpa used to say clocks remember the hearts they belong to." Elias's eyes widened slightly. That was something he used to say. "I'll take care of it," he promised. Days turned into weeks. Elias worked on the music clock with painstaking care. Its gears were worn. News of the restored music clock spread across Belwick like morning light. One by one, townsfolk began bringing in forgotten heirlooms, dusty cuckoos, chipped mantel clocks, even broken watches from old dressers. Elias's shop, once quiet and dim, filled again with stories, laughter, and ticking life. But Elias, now well into his 80s, felt time tugging at his coat. He grew slower, more tired. One evening, after closing the shop, he sat in his chair, Pip chirping softly above, and looked out at the setting sun. He wrote a note, placed it on the counter, and went to bed. He didn't wake up. The townspeople mourned deeply. Children cried, shopkeepers closed their doors for a day, and church bells tolled gently through Belwick. Elias had no known family, but everyone felt like they had lost a grandfather. When they entered Timeless Hands, they found it spotless, organized, and peaceful. The note Elias had left behind read, "To those I've served, thank you for trusting me with your memories. May your time be full of meaning. The clocks are yours now. Keep them ticking." And to Lila, "If you are reading this, I leave the shop to you. You reminded me why I began. Elias." The townspeople looked at each other in awe. Lila, now standing a little taller in the doorway, clutched the music clock in her arms. Years passed. Leela, with help from her parents and neighbors, reopened the shop. Though she was still learning the trade, she had a gift, not only for fixing gears and springs, but for listening. She listened to the stories people brought with their broken timepieces, and she treated each one with the same care Elias had taught her. She kept Pip's cuckoo on the wall, rewound it every morning, and every evening she'd whisper a thank you to Elias. Over the door of the shop, the townspeople carved a new sign, "Timeless Hands, where clocks remember." Moral of the story: even as time moves forward, The value of care, memory, and legacy never fades. When we honor the past and cherish each moment, we give time its true meaning.